Welcome back. It's Tuesday, Mark chapter 9, all week long. I hope you're trekking along with us every single day because I want to inspire you to read the Bible every single day. Zero excuse, and I know it's possible. Not trying to brag here, but since 1989 until today, which is February the 24th, 2020, I've read my Bible every single day. So that's 10,000 plus something days in a row. It is possible. And it does make a huge difference. It's made a difference in my personal life. It's made a difference as a dad raising my girls. It's made a difference in me as a husband. And just overall, the Word of God has become very much part of my life. And so I wanted to start to try to inspire other people to do it, at least to let you know it's possible to make the Word of God part of your everyday life for the rest of your life. That's what I hope to do. Mark chapter 9 all week long. This is what we do if we're new. We take the same chapter all week. We read it every single day over and over, and we just let it speak life to us. Today, Mark chapter 9, verses 9 and 10. 2 verses, New Living Translation. Let's jump right in. As they went back down the mountain, he told them not to tell anyone what they had seen until the Son of Man had been risen from the dead. So they kept it to themselves, but they often asked each other what he meant by rising from the dead. That's a strange thought. 3 guys, Peter, James, and John, just come off the mountaintop with Jesus. Jesus was just transfigured in front of their very face, and 3 people are on the mountain, Moses, Jesus, and Elijah, all there. Elijah and Moses disappear. Boom, Jesus is left alone. A voice comes out of heaven and says, "This is my beloved son, listen to him." And now they're walking off that mountaintop experience. And Jesus does what, well, no other human I know would do. Hey, fellas, don't tell a soul. Keep it quiet until I've risen from the dead. That's a strange thought. Why are you telling them to keep something quiet that's so potent? They just saw you transform before their very eyes, and you tell them, shut up and don't say a thing until you've been risen from the dead. Why don't you tell them to go off the mountain and go, hey, you need to go tell everybody what you just saw because I'm the Son of God and I want everybody to know that I'm the Son of God, so go tell them. No, not Jesus. He's not trying to get famous. He's not trying to win a popularity contest. He has no ego problem. He's not trying to stroke his own emotions and ego here. What's really going on is Jesus says, no, you're not going to tell anybody what you've seen until I've risen from the dead. And this is my thought to that. Maybe it's because he knew we would blow it. Maybe it's because he knew we would try to talk him out of it. But here's what I know and what I've landed on myself. Jesus says, don't tell a soul what you've seen until I've risen from the dead. Why? Because Jesus knows if we're not careful, we can become all talk and no action. To come off a mountaintop and call Jesus the Son of God, but there's no viable proof yet. Right now, he's just known to be a prophet. He's known to be a poet. He's known to be a radical and a rebellious person and the son of a Jewish carpenter. But the Son of God, kind of iffy. There's no real divine proof yet, although he does do miracles and cast out demons, but still people equate that to, well, maybe the work of the devil. So Jesus says, hush, keep it quiet, don't say a word until I've risen from the dead, because that is going to be the proof that I am the Son of God. So just shh, don't say a word. You see, what Jesus is teaching us is if we're not careful, we will become all talk and no action. We will talk about healing, but never see anybody healed. We will talk about God, but never really let his power flow through us. We will talk about the Bible, but it never really revolutionizes our life. We will talk about giving, but we're too cheap to do anything about it. I think that's a problem with a lot of Christians today. We're a lot of talk, but we're no action. And I'm not talking about action as in, well, I try to do Christian nice things, but I'm talking action in that the proof of Jesus in your life to other people. There's living proof Jesus in me is making a difference. So that's my thought to you today. Are you all talk, but little action? Do you talk about prayer, but you don't pray much? You believe in it, but well, it really doesn't affect your life. You talk about forgiveness, but right now you're ticked at 10 people, holding bitterness in your heart. all talk but no action. Maybe that's what Jesus was trying to get us to understand. Boys, keep your mouth shut until you see visible proof. And maybe we would be good as Christians to say this: God, help me not to be nothing but talk, but help me be all visible proof that you really live on the inside of me. I hope that helps you today. And I pray you go be some visible proof. Here's my prayer. I'm going to teach it to you again. Lord, if you can use anything, you can use me. And if anybody comes across my path today that needs you, may I ever be so bold to lead them to you. Do you know what? If you get that one thing, it's a win-win. If you learn that one prayer, I've been successful. Because any Christian that would dare pray it and dare make it part of their life will see the world change. That's all you got to do. Lord, if you can use anything, use me. Let me be about action and not talk. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow, hump day. Jump back in. I bless you to have a good day.